Hi, this is Maani with Phoenix Tactical Solutions, and today we're going to do a quick review on Inforce's new APL, their auto pistol light. This is the second generation model. Basically, the difference between this and the first generation is that on this one, the tightening feature is via a screw, which gives it a much more positive lockup, a tight attachment. So let's go over some of the features and the specs. 200 lumens, which in my opinion is right at the edge of at which anything beyond that lumen output is overkill. 65 to 125 is more than enough. 200 is right at that edge. So if you've taken any night classes or low light classes, it'll be plainly visible to you that anything beyond that is overkill. And these are classes that are outdoors. Now imagine in your house, apartment, whether you have a studio apartment, 3-bedroom apartment, 4-bedroom house, anything beyond that is overkill. It's distracting. Splashback can do some damage to the shooter as well. So 200 is perfect. It's right at the edge of where, in my opinion, you're good to go. It has a runtime of 1.5 hours. It has bilateral paddle switches. Here they are. So it allows ambidextrous usage. So whether you're left-handed or right-handed, you can deploy these switches. It also affords you the ability to deploy the light using one hand. If for whatever reason one of your arms is out of the fight or you're carrying anything, you can still deploy this light. Now, which leads me to the next feature of this thing, which is a fantastic feature. It has momentary and constant on-off feature. Why is that essential in a weapons mounted light? Now, for my handheld flashlights, I like momentary feature, but for weapons mounted lights, I like to have that dual feature. Why? Like I said, if one of my arms is out of the fight or I'm carrying something and I still want to deploy the light, I need that constant feature because I will not be able to run the light momentary. So here's how it works. If I hit either of these paddle switches, if I depress it and hold it down and release, that's momentary. It goes off when I release. If I click it, now it's constant. Great feature on this thing. So the length is 3 inches, the width is 1.2 inches. Now that's where it destroys on many of the lights. One of the areas that it destroys many of the lights, because the width of the slide on a Glock 17 is 1.18 inches, I believe. The width of a slide of an M&P 45 is 1.2 inches. So this is very streamlined. It's not bulky. It's not going to stick out like Streamlights and Surefires. Very sleek, and I'm going to show you when I put it on the handgun. It has one 123A battery, lithium, and the weight is 2.83 ounces. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. So how do I access the battery? I turn the bezel counterclockwise, comes off. I can take the battery out and put it back in and rotate clockwise all the way and you're good to go. So now, one of the good features of this is if I want to store this light, and Inforce claims that you can store this for 10 years, and I don't want to inadvertently somehow turn the light on in storage, I hit the light, rotate the bezel counterclockwise, and release the light. Now it doesn't deploy anymore. So I can store this safely. If I want to use it again, I rotate all the way counterclockwise. Now, again, we're good to go. This light has a fiber composite body, which again, ultra light and durable. These things are very rugged. They have high efficiency emitters which provide longer run times and are virtually immune to failure, according to Inforce's website. The glass window is AR coated and high impact. It has a limited lifetime warranty. Now let's get into one of the other features of this light. I'm going to take one of these clamps off to show you another feature of this light. So clamp comes off. This APL comes with two 1913 rail adapters. So if I remove one, all I do is push down and it slides right out. There it is. There's also a spare one in there. So when I take this out, what happens? It allows for universal rail use. Great feature on this thing. So I slid it back in, put the clamp back on. Let's rotate this a little bit. Now let's put it on the handgun. By the way, this M&P 45 has been cleared. So again, great feature with this screw-on device. It affords a nice lockup. Now, once you tighten it, Inforce recommends using a 223-556 or a 9mm casing to apply that finishing rotation to it so we don't over torque it. Now, the light comes in two colors. Graphite, which is this one, which doesn't quite match the black finish of your standard black rifle. If you're into color coordination, you should get into fashion design, because for me this is a tool and it's dark enough. It looks great. But you can see a slight difference in colors. It also comes in flat dark earth. Now let's talk about usage of the light. So if I'm shooting two-handed, my thumb is right on that paddle switch. I can keep down for momentary release, click for constant, click again to turn it off. Now let's say my support hand, or whichever hand, because it's ambidextrous like I said, is taken out of the fight, or I'm carrying something and I still want to deploy the light. I can hit that with my index finger and now the light is in constant mode. Obviously, because I'm shooting one-handed, I don't have the ability to use this momentary. I can if I'm not shooting. Great feature on that. Cleaning the light. Inforce suggests using a little oil on the, because if you shoot this light, obviously you're going to get some residue on the lens. So just take a little oil. You can even take it from your chamber when you're cleaning. Just put a little oil on your hand, on your thumb, on your finger, and just rub it and clean it. This light, I believe, is waterproof to 66 or 60 or 66 feet, so you can even wash it with water. Now let's look at how sleek it is as well. See how it doesn't stick out like other lights. Very sleek. Beautiful. Fantastic light. Can't beat this. Hope to see you in class someday. Take care. So let's see the light in action. So when I deploy the light, as you can see, it's got a nice tight beam and beautiful peripheral, which I can focus on my main target, and it enhances my sector of fire because of the peripheral. Beautiful light. Let's see it again. A nice tight beam and nice peripheral light. Again, I highly recommend this light. This is one of the, in my opinion, one of the best weapons, pistol mounted lights there is. One more time. As you can see, nice tight beam. Look at the peripheral. Anyway, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Take care.